look at it, learn what we can, and other positives. I think that 10 minutes of a little bit of hectic start, and the guys grew into the game and calmed down a little bit, and then did what we needed to do.
What does it do for your confidence just to get into a game this early and especially a home game?
Yeah, I mean, personally, it's huge. It's what I need. I mean, it's the first competitive minute since Columbus, I think, last year. So it's been coming up on 6 months, and I think I felt the jitters a little bit at the start. So it's Jackson and them helped me out around me, but things to learn from and work on, and then hopefully when the next game comes, I'll be in a better spot to kind of help the team out.
Did you know? I mean, was this the plan all along for you to get this start, or was it something where you learned relatively recently?
I think it was kind of after the last game. I think there was a good chance of it happening, and I mean, it wasn't confirmed until recently, but the nod was there.
Okay. Where do you feel like you've grown in the last year, and where do you feel like you can still grow?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I definitely want to keep working on is my distribution from the back. It's I think part of it comes from a game rhythm. Reading the speed, reading the press, reading kind of the way our guys are moving out from the box, and that's the thing that I want to get a little bit more comfortable with. I think the start of this game was just a million miles an hour. They pressed incredibly hard, which we knew they were going to do, and we were searching for solutions that might not have been as obvious as we thought they were. But that's one thing to look at and definitely to grow from. And then in terms of things I think I've improved on, I do think my presence in a game has improved. I think guys can lean on me a little bit more. It's not as one thing that Steph does incredibly well for the team is he's always that place of composure and calmness, and it's not something that it's not something that I've nailed down at all yet, but I think that I'm still growing into that position.
Barely here back here. What were your initial thoughts when you saw your name on the team sheet for today's game, starting a Champions Cup game?
I was incredibly excited. It's I played some Leagues Cup last year, some Open Cup and MLS game, and a Champions Cup's kind of the next one in that set. And I remember sitting in the stand watching us against Pumas in 2022 and sprinting on the field afterwards. And so to kind of get the nod in one of these tournaments is awesome. Playing an international game is awesome because they're different to the MLS games too. And it's win or go home, and the desperation of that changes kind of the atmosphere in a way that you can only really get when you play. So it was awesome.
How do you feel like the team has changed defensively from your last game starting the goal?
You mean going back to Columbus the last time I played?
Yes.
Gosh, I mean, defensively we've been a very good team for the last couple of years, and I think that there's a trust in the personnel and a trust in the player roles. We're obviously playing a slightly different formation, but the roles don't really change a massive amount. And so I think that there's a little bit of early season rust, and for me, like I said, a few early season jitters. But as that gets worked out, I think people are going to be willing to get spot.
What's a player like Pedro do for the confidence of the team, just with his ability to sort of just do different things than really anyone else on the roster?
Yeah, I mean, he's also fundamentally a game changer. He's one of those guys, kind of like Raul was for a few years for us, where you can change a game on its head from seemingly very little. You can give him the ball in a weird spot, and he'll jimmy around a couple people and find some space, and he creates a lot for himself. He's so shifty. So, you kind of always feel that you've got an out and a guy that you can trust with the ball at times. So he's always a confidence builder for the team.
Last one for Andrew, guys.
There's no Open Cup this year, so I'm wondering, do you look at this tournament? I don't want to get you in trouble with Brian Schmetzer or anything, but do you look at this tournament as a chance for you to get a good amount of time and get these starts like you did tonight?
I mean, who knows? That's something that's out of my control. I just want to keep, showing up and training every day and putting myself in the best position to get the nod whenever the chance comes, or the chance could come. I hope that the coaches have the trust in me that I'd like them to have. It's the trust that I want to earn, and so when the chance comes, I just need to keep trying to make most of it.